Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we've done the speaker and we've done the wood. Now we're going to go ahead and apply some black plastic to this. All right, so with the black plastic, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do what I did before, and I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm going to make sure that it's not in another folder here. I'm going to bring that out, and then this one's going to be my plastic. So I'll name this one plastic 2. All right, so I'm going to start off with one of my materials that are already done, and I'm going to look around for something that looks like a plastic. So one of the things I find is I have this plastic mat, which should help us get a good starting point. So if I drag this and drop this on here, I start to see that I got this like plastic mat kind of material, which is a good kind of material to start with. Now, we want it to be kind of black like they have it on the back of TVs, so I'll probably do a little bit lighter than black just to get so you can see the kind of material that you're using here. And we're kind of more looking at this area here, all right, because this is where we're going to get our detail for what we're playing with, because this is all that really matters. Now, again, like with the other stuff, if we come up here to our plastic and I right click and add a black mask, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add, we're going to add a paint layer. And this is different than the way I did it the first time, but again, this is non-destructive workflow, so I'm just kind of showing you multiple ways to do this. I'm going to go ahead and click on Polygon Fill. I'm still selected on the UV chunk, and I want to change just that. All right, so just that went white. All right, so when we go back to painting, now you can see that that is the only thing that's plastic, and everything else is back to being wood. All right, so again, we don't want to leave stuff alone because that's boring. So if we go back to our plastic mat, we can come in and we can add ourselves another fill layer, and we can do kind of a lighter, if you wanted to, just a touch. All right, I'm going to bring up the roughness because again, I don't want it shiny where it's dirty. I'm going to right click, go to add a black mask. And as I added this black mask, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a generator. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a generator to this. I could do something, I could do metal edge wear, and you can see like how we get the dirt that kind of applies on here. So what I'm going to do for this one though is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a smart mask. So if I click on smart mask, I have a bunch of different smart masks down here that we can play with, and we'll get some different results. So we've got like stains and scratches. Let's give that one a shot. Why not? Let's see what it does. If I let go of it over here, you can tell I get my stains and scratches on here. Click on the mask and I'm going to go ahead and invert it. See what that does. No, not a big fan of that because it looks a little too crazy. I want it to be a little more shiny than it is dirty. But I'm getting that kind of nice, kind of stuff that's going on, and you can see where it's not shiny versus shiny. And what I can do is I can start to play with stuff. So I want a little bit more texture on there where I'm seeing through it. That looks a little bit better. Remember, if I hold down shift and right mouse button, I can always kind of see where this stuff is kind of going. And we can get this kind of texture, kind of play with it. Just see what you get, and don't be afraid to just grab stuff and move stuff. All right, we're adjusting curvature. We're seeing where this kind of goes. And honestly, that for right now looks okay because this is also going to be behind it. But it's a good little detail to kind of get in there. So don't be afraid to kind of, put stuff through there. And remember, we've got this, just the plastic is all we're messing with at this point. And you can see like how we get a nice different looking material out of that. And again, we're still just adding layers. We're not really doing much in the way of crazy detailed stuff. We're still just adding layers and kind of playing around with it.